I've recently had to come to terms with the fact that being all of yourself is not for everybody. Being every version of you everywhere is not for everybody. Being your complete, your whole self is not for everybody. Like being all of your parts and all of that is not for everybody. And also, yes, it is too. And being all of yourself and all those things doesn't look the same as well. I realize as well that, you know, sometimes you are your whole self. You just know that you're not wanting to do it in public spaces. And it's not because you're hiding from people, but it's just because you know what being yourself in public spaces is going to get you. It's going to get you attention and shit. It's going to get you eyes. It's going to get you looks. It's going to get you stares. It's going to get you numbers. It's going to get you offers. It's going to get you all these things. And sometimes it's not what the fuck you want. Like at the end of the day, I'm understanding that this whole lane of self-love and all that shit is understanding who you are as a person and what the fuck it is that you actually want to experience with this goddamn planet. Okay? Just because your divinity or your heart or your whatever, your soul is telling you more and more, expand more, you can do more. You can still you have the free will to say no. No, I don't want to do it. And it don't mean that you got to come back to earth. It don't mean that you're going to have all this karma. It don't mean that you're not going to heal the family. It don't good. Shit. Nigga, fuck. At the end of the day, you get to just be who the fuck you want to be, however you want to be that, and that's perfectly motherfucking fine. And that's perfectly motherfucking fine. I realize, like, myself in this moment, I have chosen to listen to my inners, bitch. And my inners is just like, fuck it up, bitch, fuck it up, bitch, fuck it up, more, bitch, get, bitch, go, Glenn, go, bitch. And I am, at this point, my life feels like it is no longer in my control. I feel like I had a handle on some things for a little bit, but I'm really paying attention and realizing like shit is just out of control. Like the amount of people who I'm like reflecting on the last several years, and I'm just like, bitch, there's a lot of people who like know who I am now. Like there's a lot of people who like know who I am now, like at least by face. And bitch, I can't hide. Like there's no way that I could be in a public hiding, bitch. Like the like it's just bitches want to go where I go, bitches want to hang out where I hang out at, bitches want to party where I party at, bitches want to like be and vibe where I'm vibing at and being at. Like bitches want to like sneak and be next to me, pretend like they don't know me, but then really know who I am. And like it's at this point, bitch, it's all right, cool, whatever. Like it's not that it's gotten out of hand. It's just no longer in my hands, and bitch. This is. Cher already said it, babe. If I could turn back time, would I do it the same? No, no, because I love doing new things. However, I understand why it is that my younger selves were hiding. I understand why there was a good chunk of time why myself chose to hide and stand in the back and all of those things. I used to dance professionally, and I was on EdgePack scholarship program. You know, Edge Performing Arts Center. I was in the scholarship. I was a 2012 to 2013 Scholarly, right? And bitch, I used to stand in the back of the room, but when you're on scholarship, you have to stand in the front of the room. And before, I used to love standing in the back of the room because I felt like I had the space to learn the choreography. I could fuck up. I could do whatever I wanted. It was just safe and it was comfortable back there. Then I started to notice after a while, like, you know, I would try to stand in the back of the room, and this was before scholarship again. I would try to stand in the back of the room and still get called to the front. Hey, can I have you come out? Hey, can you da-da-da? And then after scholarship, I still tried to hide a little bit because I just felt like self-conscious still. I felt like, you know, I just wasn't the best. And people in LA, I just felt like we're really fucking it up. I felt like the dancers that I was surrounded by, at least, they were all just legendary, bitch. So I was just like, okay, well, like, let me just hide. Like, let me just hide, bitch. Like, bitch, let me hide. And even standing in the back, I would still get called out. Still like, hey, I want you to show it. Hey, I want you to do this. Hey, come to the front. Hey, and I'm like, bitch, I'm trying not to be seen, girl. No, I don't want to. And there's just something about people screaming at me like, go, yes. Like there's something about people cheering me on that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I remember like this was probably like 2 weeks ago, bitch. I'm at the club, girl. And we're just out in the back, like hanging out, vibing, chilling. I'm dancing, I'm grooving, I'm having a good time. And these two people that I had just met, they were like, go, honey, go. And I said, don't do that. I don't like that. I don't like it. Bitch, and it was so crazy because like for some reason the whole motherfucking like bar area, it felt mad quiet when I said it. So I'm like, ooh, did I make it uncomfortable for people in the room? Bitch, I'm setting boundaries like, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. And then it was funny because then we started line dancing, and while we line dancing, like, you know, thankfully they don't say my name, but they didn't say nothing to me specifically, but there's moments I was trying to learn the line dance too, and they were like, come on, Beyonce. And I'm like, yeah. And I knew they were talking about me. Duh. Like, girl, like, let's act, we won't act funny. It was me. I knew they were talking about me. And I'm like, there's no way that I could hide. And sometimes I do be wanting to hide. And I remember RuPaul doing some type of interview, or have maybe it was just in the book that one of the books they wrote, where RuPaul was talking about like being a club kid and how one of like it's not. I don't think he said it was regret, but I feel like he said something on the lines of like, you know, he loved being a club kid. He loved going to the clubs, and that was one of the things that he does wish that he can do nowadays. Is like just be able, well, probably not today because the club is mad different, but like, you know, and this, I read this book like shit, like 10, 12 years ago. Not that long, actually. No, it wasn't that long ago because it was within the last 10 years. Within the last 10 years, I read that book. And it was one of the self-help books I feel like I was reading, and it really helped me like discover more about like just me and my fluidity of, you know, colors. And so it was just really cool hearing him say like, you know, shit, now that he's famous, he can't just just bop up in the club and just twirl. And I'm like, ooh, bitch, I do love to just go to the club and twirl, bitch. However, I like it's a thing when you start to get into a space where people are recognizing you, people know you, and bitch, I be at the club twirling, living my life. Like I don't need to dance with you, I don't need to talk to you, I don't need to socialize with anybody, I don't need nobody looking at me, I don't need nobody like, bitch, I'm there for me. I do everything for me. It's for me, it's for me, it's for me. I'm really, what Nicki Minaj said is, I play tag, you do this for likes. I don't do this shit for likes. I play tag for real, for real. I be a frequency. I emit that frequency, bitch. And the frequency that I emit, I let that frequency just fucking overflow out of my body. And I know it tags other bitches and it juices up other people. I see it. I see people changing when I'm around. It's crazy. It's just, people's everything shifts when I come around, and it's always like I just spruce the energy up. I spruce a bitch up, and it's cute. Like I love being a sprucey bitch, you know, and I love that I have the effect on people to really uplift folks because I feel so safe everywhere I am, just for the simple fact that like shit don't really pop. Like when shit pop off where I am, for some reason the angels that be around me, bitch, they and somehow we're able to calm it on down. I remember I was living in downtown LA like within the last year, and there was a police officer or a security guard or whatever like trying to break up a particular fight with like a homeless man and this other dude, but the homeless man was also like giving very, you know, like that's so funny. He was giving a unique experience of expressions and of a personality, and I'm just, and I walk, and my spirit just said, "Go break it up," and I'm like, "What?" And they're like literally about like the dude, like one dude was chasing the other dude, "Give me this, yeah, yeah," and I'm like, and I just walk in the middle, bitch. Okay, no, you come on, let's go, come with me, no, let's go, let's go, let's go. This is ridiculous. We're not doing this. I look like somebody auntie too. I had on like my moo and shit like that, and my rap and shit. Like, you know, with, you know, my spiritual shit on and all that. You know, I have my protections on because I was outside. And like, it just really gave like, bitch, you just walked into a whole like two dudes basically squabbing, like, and you just didn't give a fuck about it, like, and I was like, no, I don't care, like, because at the end of the day, let's not do this. And it was like two black dudes too, and like people started to look and pay attention. I said, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, especially, no, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, we're just not doing this. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it, and it's not that serious. This is not how we act. This is not how we act. This is not how we act. We have class and decorum, sirs. We have class and decorum, sirs. I'm gonna need y'all. Come on, let's go, 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 let's go. And so I just, when I also remember like growing up, people used to often be like, okay, well, Bernard, like, you know, you're not gonna get in trouble, so why don't you do something about it? And so I used to always step into situations because I knew that I had the ability to like dissolve the chaos. And I just trusted. I just trusted that I could dissolve it. Something in my soul just said, bitch, you're a superhero. Bitch, you're a superhero. Just get involved and it's going to go down. So as of now, I don't really do that as much. I really use my discernment, you know, because I will leave with the quickness and be like, oh, girl, it's time for me to go. Okay, girl, it's time for me to go. I'll spray my aura cleansing spray and walk out. Okay, may this help the space, and I'm out. I love that I'm being made aware of how important it is to not pressure people to be like me, to be authentic like how I'm authentic. You know what I mean? Like, we're all authentic in different ways, and being authentic does not equate to you needing to be loud and expressive and all that shit in front of everybody. Like, you, it's not a, like, you know, like there's subversion of me that feels like, no, like, you know, shit, let yourself be seen, let yourself exist. And it's like, bitch, I am seen. I see me. I know me. I'm cool with that. Like, I don't need everybody else to do it. And so if anybody's watching this and you're like, bitch, I do be myself, I just don't want to be myself everywhere. Like, I don't want to be every version of myself everywhere. There's a time and a place for different versions of myself because I know what my frequency does. And so I'm choosing that because I want to choose that, and I have every right to do that. And you're right, you do. You do. You do, babe. You do, babe. Don't let me convince you. Don't let me convince you to be.